Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to BioShock Infinite. So it's time to look at the downloadable content, and it's been quite a while for me, so let's hop into the Clash of Clouds and just see how much of this can actually be played. It's going to be a big shot in the dark because I'm not sure that there will be anybody playing online, and I'm not sure if there's actually anything you can do here. Let's see. Welcome to the Clash in the Clouds. Boy, does that take small. Engage in challenging encounters in Columbia. Compete for leadership, higher scores, earn money to buy weapons, vigors, and upgrades. Unlock never be seen before seen concept and behind the scenes videos. Okay. So it's a leaderboard system, not a not its own thing, and so I'm just starting. It's not player versus player, so there might be a reason here. Just turn this off. It seems like at the beginning we can go ahead and purchase everything, and then because it's been a while, it's gonna take me a while to figure out exactly what I would even want. I know that getting this DLC certainly helped. View the Upzeal leaderboards. That's the final battle we did. The Duke and DeWitt Theater, the Clash in the Clouds, the Raven's Dome, and the Emperor Arcadia. So which one would you really want to start with? I wonder. Let's see. It costs 500 to unlock this. It costs 1,000 to unlock this. So you're forced just completely 250 to unlock this. So we've got to do the Upzeal, which looks like it's going to be the final battle from the game, but maybe it's not. In a lot of ways, this feels like this is just going to be wave-based horde mode in a game that really doesn't need that. Since even though I personally didn't like the main story of the main game, I don't think this game is any better in its gameplay that throwing out story and just having you play makes sense. Alright, so it's not that giant section. It's if you purchase an extra life at the office store, then the first time you die, you will be returned to full health and able to keep fighting. Interesting. So those doors are just gonna be in the game. It'd be an odd way. Get ready for a fight. Defeat the wave using skyline strikes only for a thing. Blue ribbon challenges ask you to perform particular difficulty challenges for sizable cash bonuses. You are not required to do them. Alright. So there's one guy here. Kill plus 5. This already feels different. This just does not strike me as the same game. It strikes me as the game that I think they may have wanted, but not really what they got. See, I'm just going in the same section over and over again. And apparently you can skyline strike people that are on there. Score is the total cash you earn. Complete blue ribbon challenges and mix up your weapons and vigors to get highest score possible. Complete high scores in the leaderboards in the Columbia Archaeological Society. I don't know why it's archaeological, but okay. Wave complete. I did the blue ribbon challenge. Let's start right back here. Alright, prepare for battle. Defeat the wave only taking shield damage. Let's see which gun would be the best here to take. Seems like you only get one gun. And see, she's just tearing rifts directly around. I have 82, so while I can buy upgrades, I don't know if any of these upgrades would be permanent. I can get a shield upgrade.
Perfect.
We'll see if that stays permanent. I suppose if you were going to get very, very heavy into this, 500 for a single resurrection. I'm very glad these weren't in the game, though. That would ruin a lot of spoilers and be very weird. Return to the Columbia Archaeological Society. I don't understand. Are we starting a fight here, or? Oh, you go through here to start the next wave. Boy, the game's not explaining anything. Let's see. I guess I could take this.
Now.
Now I gotta figure out which one is the zoom in. Or in this case, I can just
Got it.
and just immediately use salt. Oh, and I guess I could pick up things and loot, and I didn't do any of that. Although that's going to be pretty complicated to pull off while we are trying to fight here. So we got all this loot, and we're just waiting for the wave to complete. Not very long waves. Defeat the wave using only skyhook attacks, and we're going against soldiers. Gear available. Like, I'd much prefer to have this gun. And now, when empty clips has a 40 chance of auto refilling without reloading. Definitely equip that. Let's see if, yeah, by default we have that equipped. I have some more money.
Dangerous measures. Protect your women and your treasures.
Let's just keep going though. I have enough to open one of the things. And let's see. And see, I think what they said was to do only skyline strikes. And man, do you have to get close to these to hop up? This game practically plays itself, honestly. I'm not really feeling like I'm doing a lot. Now I imagine I'm doing the easy, very beginner level tutorial stuff. Come on, let me hit this guy. Wave complete. Did I do the blue? Let's see. Defeat the wave using only machine guns or crank gun. It seems crazy quick. Now I have 500, so I could open the next section. And let's go ahead and just take this. And where's she? She's just walking around. Not a lot here though. Really not a lot here. And if I use any tears, it seems like it doesn't give me the blue ribbon award. So what happens here? If you die during a challenge, you keep everything you've earned. After dying, you can start over at the beginning.
When next we meet, be not such a caricature of failure, but the image of success.
So, do I want to forfeit rank and continue? You always keep your money and upgrades that you've earned. Select this. I guess I'll just forfeit rank and continue. I guess it's more important to succeed.
Perfect timing. Go ahead.
You bet.
This gives me more bullets. But this is a tiny little area, which certainly causes the trouble.
All right.
See, I don't even know what this did. It opened salts up.
There you go.
And this is health. And there's one remaining guy somewhere. Where'd the guy go? Seriously, where did he go?
Open it.
Where is he?
I'll see what else I can find.
is right here. And I suppose right now is all about running and trying to loot. Defeat the wave using only a pistol and a hand cannon. Well, we can certainly try that. And it certainly seems like slowly you would go through this process, but not amazingly slow. Like, if I'm keeping all of these upgrades after this run, then you're barely gonna spend 4 or 5 hours to perfect this.
Do it.
On it.
Let's see, that's the gun I already have, I think. So, there's a heart shot. Heart shot. There is that achievement for hitting him in the heart. I may have gotten it right then. So I'm at over 1,000. So I'm almost to the point where I can probably unlock everything. Defeat the wave without picking up weapons or looting corpses. Interesting. Like, this just doesn't feel like there's any kind of game. What is with this animation, by the way? Is this a glitch? Or is this just some crazy light reflection thing? I think it's a glitch. It has something to do with the light coming off of this. And are these infinite waves, or are these...
Rockets, watch out!
Well, I've already used these once, so...
I haven't found anything yet. Injured.
I'm about to die. Here, give me it.
Here you go.
Great.
Give me that health you're holding, lady.
Sorry, that's all I've got.
Like, you can see my shield is not high enough. This is really the experience that would have been closer to playing the game without all of that DLC. Without all the extra shielding.
Do not fail your prophet once more. Do not disappoint him again.
So we'll try this.
There you go.
Two enemies remain. Really, did it restart, or did it discount like the ones that have already been killed? I think I've already failed the blue ribbon, so I'm gonna go ahead and loot these guys. I just need about 1,700, I would say. Like, that would be my guess. If I can just get about 100 more, 100 more dollars, I can unlock each of the sections, and we can see what happens there. Defeat all the enemies using only zoomable weapons while they are zoomed. I think we might be able to do that. And see, these are free. I do have this sitting here though. So, seems like you can kind of easily bring weapons into your setup also. Now this is wave 7 of 15. Come on. Bam.
There's a crow, Booker.
Well, how am I gonna fire zoomed in on a crow? That's gonna be impossible.
Sniper, be careful. Get catched up.
Colombian to core, he never dreamed of declining chance to be redeemed. Against dauntless odds, he won't concede, but absolve himself of past misdeed.
So it doesn't. It doesn't reset when you do this. It instead just continues like a respawn. Alright. So now I have a few extra dollars that I can start spending money on, which makes me feel like all this is gonna reset. It doesn't feel like in 15 waves you would do this. So if I can find the hand cannon upgrade, and that's not too expensive. Let's see, 400 for the hand cannon. And then we just hold on to that. And over here, there's modifications I could do to the vigors, which I guess I should buy one. Let's see. Like murder of crows, we'll just buy that. And that gives me one more thing I can do. So we got every upgrade, and we'll see what happens after we're done with the remaining 7 waves. But I can already tell you, I don't know what the blue ribbon challenge was. I can already tell you though that I am not going to bother to do all of it. Apparently I failed the blue ribbon challenge, whatever it was. A bunch of these guys. I wonder if that was... I don't really have time to collect the things she's trying to hand to me while taking people on.
I'll try to keep it stopped.
That was a mess.
Done.
Defeat all enemies without without ever hitting anyone in the head or the heart. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard one to do. We're still getting pieces that match, so let's keep moving. I suppose the good news already comes about to say that this is totally playable DLC. I first figured it was going to I heavily suspected
Alright.
I heavily suspected what was going to go on is this was going to be player versus player gameplay that forced me into a impossible position where I'd never be able to play anybody. So the way to get the achievement, I think, is to only have heart shots here.
Do not fail your prophet once more.
Forfeit rank.
Do not disappoint him again.
So you can keep on doing this.
Get over here. I see him.
It'd be kind of difficult to kill all these people without hitting them in the head, considering that's pretty much what the game wants you to do in every other case. Why are we having these visual glitches? And I have no real indicator of where. One enemy remaining. And then I have to run past them and hurt myself to loot. I have about 700 now. There's, I guess, a question if you're really gonna keep any money after you do all these waves. See, I figure what's gonna happen here is we're going to end up getting everything reset. Because if I don't get everything reset, then I have no idea. Reload speed. And there's recoil damage. And hopefully that didn't spend too much of the money. Actually, it did. It spent a lot of the money. But it shouldn't be a deal. Shouldn't be a big deal. We have 5 more of these to do. And we've got the mother.
Elizabeth.
You bet.
The mother ghost. Okay, so I guess I need to stop shooting people that she's resurrecting as much as
Here, ammo. Hook or catch.
Nice.
there you go. So this is the last enemy.
That's all I have.
And we can try the iron sight.
Put that away.
Let's run this way and see what we can possibly pick up. There's nothing to even search. 1200. Defeat the wave without using skylines or hook points. Sure. Let's make sure we grab this. Now we gotta actually compare. Burning has a 70% chance of melee target to set ablaze. Victim takes 300 damage over 4 seconds. Empty clips have a 40% chance of auto-filling without reloading. I'll take the gear, but I won't equip it. Let's move on. With no story here, the game is pretty bad. Yeah, I don't see how I'm gonna finish that one
These words ring true
without doing this.
We must prove ourselves worthy of redemption. My aim is true. My eyes belong to the Lord.
So, Zealots defeat the wave within a minute 15. More shield infusions. And see, we're, I think, good on money. And I'm not really willing to do any more with the money. Like, these sky rails are gone. Interesting. Like, I cannot get on any sky rails because they've just left. They've just disappeared. So there's multiple versions of this same area, but what does that really matter? I just got knocked off the edge and it's resetting me. Let's just see if we can find some other people to search. So we're now at wave 13, defeat the wave using only weapons fired from the skyline. And what's funny is enemies provide salts death 40% of the time versus accuracy from the skyline. We'll take it, but we'll not use it. Like, I really don't have anything to do. Just like increase Devil's Kiss a couple times. And if I did that, it would take too much money, I think. This is nowhere as good as the player versus player, in BioShock 2, though. Like, not even close. BioShock 2 is multiplayer, which doesn't work anymore and is a shame because of it, is I'm about to fall to my death because he electrocuted the line. I didn't realize it did damage. Well, there goes that blue ribbon challenge. And if I don't fully kill him, does that reset his health to the maximum? I would assume that the answer to that is yes. So that's one guy. Give me some ammo, quick.
Perfect timing.
Wow, I died and completed the wave at the same time.
Of declining chance to be redeemed. Against dauntless odds, he won't concede, but absolve himself of past misdeeds.
That was weird. That was very, very weird. To die and succeed at the same thing. I'm up to 3,000. Certainly could use some more bullets. And there's only 2 more waves, and this is taking forever. So it takes about an hour to go through all the waves. I don't know what the blue ribbon challenge was, so I'm not gonna bother trying to follow it. Apparently it involves something there. I did. It must have been something along the lines of 2 more to go.
Do not fail your prophet once more.
And if I was spending 500 each time, I could continue, but that 500 is really, really expensive. What is the reverse button? B? It's been a long time since I played this thing. In the meantime, I've covered several other games and finished all the DLC on Borderlands and like done tons of other things. So getting back into the groove is gonna take me a little bit of time, although I don't think I'm doing horrible. Just probably not as good as I was doing at the very end of the game. Although throughout all the main story, increase weapon damage by 30%. I will equip this new weapon, this new piece of gear. And I don't see really any reason to buy anything, so we'll just go forward to the final wave. Well, that killed me immediately.
Colombian to core, he never dreamed.
Yeah, it just seems like you can keep on trying. No, it's two of these guys though. Two handymans at the same time. I may very well hit a point where I'm trying to use the assaults on the guy and it won't work while I'm on the skyline. Like, this is totally unfair. This is totally unfair.
Do not fail your prophet once more.
Like,
do not disappoint him again.
Like, I can't win this.
When time for atonement is at hand, the axe for God and
like, you're just dying over and over again. We have a huge difficulty spike here. Now, let's see, am I getting any... Am I killing even a single person? Well, I suppose at this, at the very least, this is...
Your chance for atonement is at hand, Pilgrim. Do not let it pass.
He looks like
by.
They might be taking some damage or doing something. And I just killed that guy.
Still looking.
So I got it down to 2 handyman.
You may still absolve yourself of past mishap.
I hear something loud. You're making so much noise.
Now!
You bet.
I can't jump on this. Jump. Barely made that in time. Where is he? Friend kill?
Why are you doing this?
So I somehow killed one of them using the turret. Ugh.
Do not fail your prophet once more.
Now with 2 handymans. With 2 handymans gone. Down to 1. He's stuck in the air. He's stuck in the wall. I'm having trouble hitting him. Well, if you ever needed a reason not to do this DLC, I think this is probably the best reason ever. In less than an hour of gameplay, I found it boring, and the game is glitched, and there's just nothing here. And see, that was a incredibly low high score of 225.
Your charge to act as truest scion, and let your soul roar as a lion.
That was pretty horrible. Pretty downright awful. Now I have my money, which is all that was needed. And we can see, I guess, the number of the blue things. So we unlock this, and unlock this. And let's look at what the max score is for global. Jump to the top. Well, if we were going to assume that most of these are cheating, lying people, you're still up in the 50s, 80,000s score when I got 1,000. Yeah, and there's a lot of people that you'd either have to assume are cheating or something else to it. What's over here? We can save our progress, and let's see. Do we already have Murder of Crows? I think we do. Do we already have all the upgrades for the hand cannon? I think we do. And this is the employees only section. And over here is the use your cash to unlock items in the Columbia Archaeological Society. So Courtney and Troy audition, songboard, storyboard, capture Kinescope. So everybody wants to rule the world, shiny happy people, attainted love, fortunate son, love story, handyman. So instead of earning any of this or just unlocking it, they're gonna just screw you over. They're gonna make you play the game in completion to see any of this extra content. And it's not, I guess, play the game in completion as much as play this DLC over and over again. And what's this? Songbird model for 1,500. You know what? We'll just buy it so you can see it. Was that worth 1,500? Was this photo worth 250? Rosalind Lettice model, not enough money. Original handyman model. You know, that handyman would look a little bit better than what we got. There's nothing particularly here. What a pain in the butt. Totally not worth playing the DLC to unlock this content. I wouldn't be upset if somebody cheated their way through all that.
Comstock, the founder of
So we're going to play now in the next 10 minutes, just like one level, and then we're going to hit start and exit. We're not even going to play to our first death because frankly we're running long on time and there's just nothing here worth playing. If you loved BioShock Infinite and its gameplay in particular, then this gives you an excuse to continue playing it. But if you didn't, then you're going to like, let's just continue a little bit further here. I did want to try to look around this area. We already kind of know what this area is, though. I'm just taking damage everywhere. This is the area that we had a fight in, but apparently not enough of a fight because there's people all over. Can't shoot my girl. It's a lot smaller than the area that we fought in. Though this is actually not quite the same section in the main game. Here's a thing to figure out. No, our shield is still working its way. And so you'd be best set just doing all of this while you can for the first couple hours. And then it will probably prove itself incredibly easy to simply go through the 15 waves over and over again and get all the blue ribbons. So go ahead and exit.
When next we meet, be not such a...
I think, yeah, if you grinded this out for a couple hours, you'd have more than enough money to probably purchase all of this, but that's only if you want to actually play all of this. Let's assume you got the season pass, you only wanted the other elements, but you would like to see the extras, the extra art and unlockables. Well, then you're just out of luck because you're not going to have the money for this to purchase anything. You would have to go through probably at the very least 15 waves of something. This is interesting because this looks rather strikingly different from any section we saw. It's certainly the same elements, but it's nicer. And it's a little bit brighter. And see, it's saying win with a skyhook melee. There's not even a skyhook anywhere around here. So some of these are either these are random, or oh, they mean do this. Yeah. Now my skyhook attacks are not that good.
When next we meet, be not such a
Let's just
caricature
keep
of
going.
failure, but the image
Well, I
of
failed
success.
anyways.
That one. Now.
On it!
So you've got this section, and I don't think if there's a way that way, it's gonna be in a different wave.
Do it now.
There you go.
Elizabeth.
All right.
I want to go one way forward, just so we can
Nice.
let's see. Just rush through all of these. There's a ton of things like this, and it feels like you would have wanted to get these upgrades in the main game, but I don't think you ever would get them all. So this time, we are over here.
I hear you.
Open fire!
So it seems like I could probably jump down this way, but the game itself won't let me go that direction. And there's no way I'm getting all the way up there. Let's see, I jump up here, and let's see, maybe I can get a dismount.
Die, sinner. Move in. To let him move an inch. I must reload.
So I can get up here, and from this point I can jump up here, but I don't think I was supposed to jump up here. And I don't think I was really going to benefit from doing that. It seems very strange that there wouldn't be a rail system at all in here, but there must not be. Like, I want to go through one more just so we can see. Just take this gear, it doesn't matter what it is. So slight variations of where you start, but still no rail here, nothing to glide on. So let's see, and then I guess I need to die. It seems like you can't.
Open it.
There.
It's him! Come on!
There we go.
Colombian to core, he never dreamed.
And how much money do I have now? 1,083. And that was Raven's Dome. Let's see what the Emporia Arcade looks like. This is really cheap. Clearly, they were saving or buying time for the main DLC, which is also broken into two parts. This is probably one of the worst season passes that has been offered, and it was certainly instrumental, at least in my mind, of seeing the true nature of what a season pass really is all about. It's about getting money and then having the option to not have a good product, deliver a good product for that money.
Go ahead.
There you go.
And I'm not saying that all of the DLC
Watch out!
in this in the season pass is going to be bad, but I don't think this is very good at all. This is boring. This misses the whole idea of what BioShock Infinite and BioShock in general is supposed to be about. It gets far away from the Shock series of games because now it's just turned it into a pure run and gun horde-based gameplay with no interesting story. Like, if you were gonna tell me to play a game like this with no story, I would say no thanks. I have no interest in doing this. None at all.
When next we meet, be not such a caricature of
Let's
failure.
try a
but the
little bit.
image
Let's try a
of
little bit longer
success.
just to see the whole area. But without even a moderately unenjoyable for me experience like the main story, at least in the main story there was story, and even though I didn't really like it that much, I liked it a million times better than what I'm liking here, because this just feels like a wasting my time. This feels completely like a waste of time. I have so many other games to play, and a lot of people are like that these days.
Take this
I
now.
wouldn't
Catch, Booker.
ever feel
Perfect
the
timing.
need to do this. I would never have enough free time.
Do
Like,
not fail
even
your prophet once more.
when this came out,
Not
I didn't have enough
disappoint him
free
again.
time to justify doing this kind of gameplay. And the fact that you're not playing against anybody really sucks. I thought this was going to be player versus player, and it isn't. So I guess that means that you don't inherently have to worry about the servers getting shut down for this game, just because, as far as I can tell, there's no need for servers. And see, we'll see how much of the concept art we can buy, and it will just be the 2D art. It's a weird setup because it locks you into looking at the picture until you move the right stick up and down enough, or for a while. If this is what you're looking for, it's fine. But also keep in mind that I want to see this. An original handyman model. Well, how is that different than this handy? Oh, it's quite different. Alright. And now I'm out of money, so all of these models still would cost me a pretty penny. More pictures to unlock. Arguably, in an hour's worth of gameplay, I've gotten halfway through unlocking all of the things. If I hadn't purchased any upgrades on my weapons, maybe an hour's worth of gameplay would have allowed me to unlock several more things. But yeah, that's Clash of the Clouds. I don't like it. I really don't think there's enough here for this to be anything other than a possibly I don't know what you would call it. I guess this is the overall score for Clash in Clouds. And let's see if we search the global and go to the top. Let's see. Blue ribbon 68. I can't even read that, whether it says 68 or 69. I'm kind of just guessing. It doesn't even look like a significant portion of people even got all the blue ribbons. And I don't know how people would have gotten legitimate scores this high without getting the blue ribbons. But I'd say probably about the 10,000 score, that's probably close to accurate of when you start to see legitimate scores over people that just hack these leaderboards because they're incredibly easy to hack often. Yeah. That's Clash in the Clouds. I don't see anything there I like. I was fine playing all of the main story, all the main game story, and getting into conflicts. Sometimes they were a little boring, sure, but that's just repetition. If they had given me Clash in the Clouds, say, for free, that's what I would have said, as an advertisement thing, or as a, even, dare I say, pre-order bonus to convince people to pre-order the game and play early. I could see people playing that, and since it doesn't unlock or tell any story really, it would just be some minor spoilers on some characters with no context around them. And that could have gotten more people into BioShock Infinite, but everybody was already on the hype train with BioShock Infinite, so it didn't really need to exist at all. I would have much preferred that every single bit of effort that was put into that DLC that we've just spent an hour on, Clash of the Clouds, was put into some better fight scenarios, some better encounters, some better story, something better in the main game. You could have definitely improved something. How about the fact that the first hour is incredibly boring? If you'd started with Clash of the Clouds in that first hour of gameplay or so, where there's actually no fighting at all, then that could have been helpful. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.